Hello and welcome to our first impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at an upcoming MOBA available on Steam. It's currently in the early access phase. It's in beta. You can go check it out on Steam. It's called Deadbreed. This is more of a traditional MOBA than something like Heroes of the Storm. You are going to have last hitting, you're going to have item buying. Although, besides that, it's actually fairly basic, although the interface is kind of rough to navigate right now. You can see you can unlock different heroes. You start with just the basic skeleton, and then from there you start with different weapons that you can get. You can go offensive, defensive. You can also have, if you want to be more of a caster, there's a stat called power, and then there's also cosmetic items you can buy too. But we're going to go check out a practice game and just to see how the game works. Look at the in-match interface. This whole screen right here is actually in a window. You do not go into your full screen until you go in. And you do, in fact, go to full screen. I was a little bit worried about that because it was a window. And I started to 1900 by 1200 and it still wasn't. As soon as you got into the game, though, it worked. So first thing you do is you have to choose your map. Well, I only have the one to choose from. I haven't unlocked the other, so I gotta hit that, hit vote. See, there's a very limited amount of time here. So, time's up. That's it. Now my breed is going to be Corpus, because that's all I have access to. Click on him, you'll see his stats. Can't see his stats in the voting screen. Now for the gear, you only have a little bit of time, and I'm going to go offensive, and since I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to go range. It's safer back there, so you have to double click and then hit buy and accept. Unfortunately, I ran out of time, so you're going to have to do that in match. When you're at your gravesite, to open the store, you need to hit P. It does not give you a tooltip saying that, although if you look right above there toward the left, if you actually read instead of just kind of wander around, you'll see it. But there's not like something in the big warning on the screen. So another thing to keep in mind is, I don't know if I did it by accident or if it's by default, but your camera does not follow you. It will. You have to hit spacebar. Spacebar will put it on, spacebar will take it off. So kind of like it's in cinematic mode right now. Now it's in normal follow mode. This does have the third person over the top view. You can see it skipping around a little bit here. We're trying to get to the faster points of the game. Got a point here. Moving on. For your skill ups, you have the traditional QWER for your different skills. And to level them up, you actually have to hit the arrow above the spot. Again, I would say that overall my biggest issue with my first match was that the interface needs work. This is early access beta, so not necessarily representative of the finished product. Now, we're into the meat. You're going to have towers, you're going to have creeps, you're going to have last hitting. It's pretty much what most players would expect from a MOBA. Just now we have an undead focus to it. Now, since I'm ranged, even though I don't have really ranged abilities, I can kind of be a little annoying, hit that guy, my opponent. Although it does seem like he might have some sort of damage skill, taking damage when I hit him. Seems strange considering I have a bow and arrow, but maybe it's magic. For the different skills, you can see it outlines the direction of the shots. So I have two that are arrows and the one that's an area effect. Also my ultimate when I get it is an area effect. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the point where I actually learn how to put points into a skill and start using them. Along with that, we also do need to go shopping. Got a lot of gold. I basically stayed out there until I was level 9, never had to come back. I believe S by default is the hotkey to come back. P is the default for your gravestone to bring up the store. You have to be in this area. You can't even be at the healing pool. And now it does break it down by type of stat, so you can see I can hit offensive. This shows all kinds of offensive weapons. Defensive will show armor. Power will be magic focused. I do hope over time that the interface gets a little bit easier to navigate for this too. Let's go and look at the combat itself using skill. Pushing forward, you can see you got some creep on creep. Looks like I'm going to be 1 versus 2. Thankfully, these are bots, so I have an advantage. Although I'm about to get tower shot. Ooh, that would have been bad. So I have one that's a push forward attack. I have an attack that's a arrow stun. I have a AoE dot. It looks like it drops poison on the ground, and then an AoE ultimate, which looks like it's a massive life tap. So we're gonna break a tower. It does have a mana bar. There's been a couple of MOBAs lately that are just cooldown based, not mana. This one has both cooldowns and mana. There is no, from what I could see, stat progression. So if you get to the point where you've capped out all your skills, I didn't see an option for being able to put points into stats afterwards. I'm gonna do a little shoot and scoot, get some creeps to follow me, and eventually we're gonna push forward. This is a 3 versus 3 2-lane map. Looks like there's a jungle area in the center, but since I'm playing ranged DPS, I'm kind of going for the attacks. I'm staying in lane. But let's go see the end area. So there's not an ultimate shrine or anything like that in the base. There is a door. You break it open, you come in here, got a zone in. Really quick zone time, thankfully. And inside, there is a final boss. This boss, you kill him, you win. You can see we're just going through. Looks like he's got a swipe, so you just hit me with it, some kind of repositioning. Problem is, using skill shots in this guy is actually really hard. The only spot you seem to be able to use a skill at is directly in front of him. If you go on him, it's actually off screen. You can see I can't actually hit him, but if I go over here, try again. There, I have to hit it right in front of him. I can't. If I go on him, it goes away. Eventually, we will kill him. I don't know if the AI can come in and attack us in here. I think once we open the door, we're safe to battle him ourselves. I'm not sure, because the AI never came in. Although, they got free reign outside, so if something were to happen, we wiped. They're out there doing stuff without any of us defending. Click the game, check it out. It's available, looks like for free, but early access on Steam. Click the content, stay tuned to more for MMO Play. Thanks for watching, and victory.